Look at this bee that won't leave me alone. It literally won't leave me alone. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am ecstatic to be building this one because it's for a friend who has an adventurous pup and she wants to keep her pup in the same place at night. So I thought it'd be really cool to combine my dog bowl stand with a dog bed to create this really cool dog studio apartment. I don't think anyone else has done this, so I'm excited to build it and I can't wait to see how it turns out. So let's get started. We'll start off by cutting all of our pieces for the base on my table saw. I'm using a 3/4 inch maple plywood for this project with red oak for the ledge holding the actual dog bed. I love these woods together, but you can choose to do this entire project in plywood. I'll have a diagram to my blog of all the cuts linked below. Next, we'll glue the end of the bottom piece, then drill pilot holes into one of the side pieces to make screwing in the screws super easy. For each piece, I'll glue the ends, drill pilot holes, countersink with a basic 3/8 inch bit, and then join the pieces with screws. When I can, I'll add clamps to close any gaps in my joints. Pro tip though, take a chisel and clean up any glue that may squeeze out before it fully dries to prevent having to sand the plywood past the top layer. Here, I decided to just glue and clamp these sides together to make it easier to screw in without any unwanted movements. So now I need to go in with my drill to do pilot holes, countersink, and say it again, screw it all together. It's time to work on the inside and front of the tower. This half wall glued in first, then screwed in place. I then flipped the bed on its side in order to clamp the half wall down. Once the half wall was done, I glued and screwed in the top piece. Now this was the worst part for one person. I couldn't figure out a way to hold the ledge for the dog bowls in place until I just decided to do acrobatics. I eventually decided to hold the ledge in place with one hand, then screw the ledge into the half wall. Once all of that was done, it was pretty easy just to screw the ledge into the side piece. By the way, this mud dauber has been getting on my nerves this entire time, flying around in my garage like he belongs here. Things are looking really good now. It's time to glue the drawer together so we can store all the dog treats the pup will need. This process is pretty easy as long as you cut the sides exactly the same, so I usually set up my fence on my table saw to do repeat cuts. Remember, glue is your best friend, but don't get crazy. Also, one of the biggest lifesavers in this project has been this clamp. You have to get one because it makes my life so much easier because I put pressure on all four corners at the same time for a beautifully joined box. And who doesn't want a beautifully joined box? Now you're gonna have to get the face of the drawer so you can glue it on. I simply aligned my face to the bottom of my drawer and then marked where center would be for that piece. Finally, it is time to do the ledge for the dog bed. I'm using 4-inch red oak for this. There are 3 sides I need to cut. One of the sides will have an opening for the dog to get in and out of the bed for easy access. I marked how wide I wanted to have the opening plus how deep it should be. I didn't use screws for these pieces. I just glued and clamped them tightly to the bottom piece because wood glue is really strong and can sometimes be stronger than screws. You just have to do it right. We're so close now. I put glue into the holes and inserted 3/8 inch dowels. I cut off the excess of these dowels once the glue was dry with my flush pull saw. And for me, this is like super awesome just because it's super easy and just a nice little fun thing to do, I guess. I have this red oak. It's a 4x4 piece for the legs of the bed. I cut them to 3.5 inches with a 15-degree angle on both sides. And I also added a straight leg for extra support. I actually did a terrible job of capturing this process, but I just connected the legs with a dowel in each leg, gluing it into the hole of the bottom of the dog bed. This is a totally optional feature I added to the dog bed to make it feel like a little apartment. I simply glued dowels to the bottom and side of the dog bed and added a hole for the curtain rod to run through. I also grabbed some kitchen curtains to add to this project. To make this look more sophisticated and modern and actually like it's finished, I went to Lowe's and I grabbed some drawer pulls. I grabbed multiple, but I really love this one and it works for the piece really well. So I grabbed that for Lowe's just to add a bit of contrast to the dog bed, because everything's light and adding a little bit of darkness is really cute. And to finish this project, I did a final coat of clear polyurethane. And it's finished. Cue the montage. And that's it. That is the project. It took me about 3 months, which was kind of long, but I really enjoyed the process. I really wanted to focus on how do I build this the best way possible, and I felt like I did that with the time that I took. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos about DIYs, home renovations, and upgrades, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel to get updates and click the notification bell so you know exactly when I post my next video. Thanks guys, bye.